I'm gonna turn the mic down.
And just remember, it's 1, 2, and 4. Mic 1, 2, and 4. Okay, you set your live now. And share this.
And you can share it if you want.
Oh, cool.
Page or whatever. We're starting at what, about a minute?
On Crunchy.
Yeah.
Yes. I have to share it on. Go to Natural Parenting Live.
I can share it.
You're doing that now?
Yeah. Do you ever say anything or you just share it?
I just share it.
Yeah, share it on there and then I can find it.
Okay, just share it. Let me share it to my personal.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her 2 inches on your mom. Oh my God.
So you can still hear?
We shouldn't be able to hear. Was that before I turned the mics down?
Might be.
Is that on?
Blog Talk's not on. Mic's not on either. I do need to have the mic on. Okay, 6 seconds. Ready to go or no?
You ready to go?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Natural Parenting. Oh, let me turn the mic on. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Welcome to Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima here on Fishbowl Radio. In the green stream and showing simultaneously on a Facebook Live on our page, Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima. Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima is all about natural parenting, natural living, and a whole lot of extra.
A whole lot extra.
And of course, we are your hosts, Lauren and Kima. Today, we are so excited to present our guest and friend, Anna Osteen, the owner of Boob Food Cookies.
Hello guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. We are going to be discussing her company and breastfeeding. Just a really great discussion to be had. But before we begin, we're going to start with our weekly segment, which is What's Happening. And today's topic is Crunchy Boutique's anniversary.
Woohoo!
First of all, we definitely want to thank everybody who supported us, whether that be in store or online for this past year, and especially over this past weekend. Just the overwhelming support that we've received was just amazing.
It really
to see.
was. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and it really is exciting because, you know, sometimes you get so caught up in the day-to-day and you're not really paying attention to, you know, I mean, the fact that we've been open for an entire year, which a lot of small businesses don't make it to that point.
Right.
So it is a really, really big deal, and it's, you know, all because of you guys.
And we had the greatest party on Friday night. It was standing room only. It was packed out. It was just overwhelming to see the people that really care about us to come out. Not to say that people that didn't come don't care, but just so many people. Yeah, so many people just came out. And what was really nice to me is that most, and I don't know why I didn't think that people would bring their children, but maybe because we kept saying we were having champagne, I don't know.
I would have been there.
Yeah. But they brought their kids. So what was really neat was that there was like a big circle of adults in the perimeter, and all the kids were in the center, and they were just playing and running around and all that, and it was just a great thing to see. And I know that all the kids were exhausted by the time they left on Friday.
For sure, August included. Yeah, he was knocked out.
Yeah, so it was really nice. But the other interesting thing, which we got so busy and so caught up in, you know, preparing for Friday and Saturday was a continuation of the party, that we forgot to mention that Friday was Crunchy Boutique Day in the city of Arlington.
Yes. Oh my goodness, really?
Yes, that's
cool.
the city of Arlington, and the city of Arlington issued a proclamation, and I don't know if
it'll switch around.
Okay. And so they declared Friday, June 15th, Crunchy Boutique Day in Arlington. So and I don't know how we forgot that. Last week I said that the mayor was going to come. Originally he was going to come and present it personally, but the Arlington Library opened, the grand opening for the new Arlington Library was the same day, and so obviously we got, we got booted. That was a big deal, so we do understand. But anyway, so that was exciting for us, and we're excited about every little thing. We make a big deal out of everything. So,
but it is exciting.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. So
Crunchy Boutique Day.
Congratulations, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the other interesting thing is that on Facebook we asked people to tell us the things that we did that they like about Crunchy Boutique. And so they did that, and we asked people to tell us how they learned about us, and they told us that. And then we got brave and asked people to tell us what they think we could do better, and they told us that too. So it was nothing terrible, but it was just kind of interesting hearing people's comments and things like that. And like we said, we have tough, thick skin, so we didn't get our feelings hurt. But we got a lot of good feedback, and a lot of that we considered as marching orders for our second year.
Yeah,
so,
and receiving that is always good, because then you know how to improve for the next year.
That's right.
Rather than just pretending like you're doing everything perfect.
Because we know we aren't. We aren't.
Yeah, so it's good to take that and use it to move forward in a positive way as we continue to serve the community.
Yeah, yeah. So it was good. So. With that, we are going to take a short break, and we're going to be back shortly again with Anna Osteen from Booth Food Cookies.
And just a reminder, if you didn't tune in last week, because of some copyright issues with the music and Facebook, we're not able to play music on Facebook Live anymore, or else they'll shut us down, which they've done before. So during the break, if you're listening on Facebook Live, it's going to be silent, but stick with us. We'll be right back after this short break.
And let us know if you can still hear us. Please let us know if you can still hear us talking. Because we think you shouldn't.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Crunchy Boutique Day.
Okay, so we need to know what questions we're going to ask.
Did you pull up the questions?
Thank you. Give me focus again.
We should totally eat the cookies. Open them like.
I would
Just
just
look
be
at
easier
your
to
scent
it would be
mail.
easier to find them up.
You went to your scent mail? Did you send it from here though? It probably won't show up then. Okay, Deandra said it was a little loud. I thought so.
Yeah, it was
It
loud to
sounds-
me too.
But I didn't hear it. It didn't sound loud in the headphones to me, but looking at it, it was like in the red.
Yeah,
so I
it was
like,
real loud to me. That's why I kept turning it down, and you
Oh,
kept
really?
turning it back up.
I can't hear anything. Like,
Switch headphones.
okay. So I was like, I can't.
Oh, they can hear. They can still hear us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now can you still hear us? Because we really don't want you to hear us during the break.
Okay. Let's see. You pulled the question.
They can still hear us. Okay. That's so weird.
I don't know. I muted it. Okay. Let me see. Hopefully that's better. I was wondering. So I was like, I can't hear anything. But it was really loud for you in the headphones.
It was super loud. Okay, so this really is behind the scenes, y'all. We'll get somebody to look at why you can hear us now, because
Behind the scenes.
yeah, it's behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, going back in about a minute and 50 seconds. Did you pull up the questions?
Do you want the ones from my phone?
Just trust me.
Oh, you got
That's
it?
okay.
Yeah, Yeah, it really is funny. Yeah. Y'all just roll with us.
My
you know.
husband just said awkward silence during the break, and we can still hear you.
Yeah, if you listen on the radio, then you won't hear us talking, and it won't be you'll hear music. In fact, we're playing Poison right now on the radio. So.
Mhm.
Could do a little dancing.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Okay, about 30 seconds. Okay, we are back and we welcome Anna Olstein, the owner of Boob Food Cookies.
Hey guys.
Anna is the creator and chef of Boob Food Lactation Cookies. Boob Food recently celebrated their 1-year anniversary,
Yes, we did.
so congratulations.
Thank you.
Anna loves helping new moms by empowering them on their breastfeeding journey. She is also all about having a healthy, organic lifestyle. Though it's hard, she wanted to help new moms by creating her vegan, gluten-free, healthy calorie snack. So again, welcome Anna.
Thank you.
And if you have an opinion on the topic, feel free to call in at 214-431-5032.
Awesome.
Or you can add your thoughts in the comments on Facebook Live.
Ooh, cool.
So let's start right off the bat with, I know that you are a chef first.
Yes.
So
I went to culinary school in Hollywood, Le Cordon Bleu. I graduated 2000.
you said in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to live in California for
yeah, we talked
12,
about this.
12 years.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess I forgot. 'Cause, you know, we're from California.
Yes, I
Yes,
know.
okay.
We were just talking about Disneyland.
Okay.
But yes, yeah, I lived there for 12 years, my husband and I, and we're in the film business, and he was
I
like,
do know that.
Yeah,
because
he
we're
was
still
like-
waiting for your commercial.
I know, the commercial. I'm doing actually a story soon about a mom breastfeeding, tandem breastfeeding, so
Oh,
that's going to be really cool.
Okay, we'll have that. We'll bring that question.
Yeah,
up.
but yeah, 2006 is when I graduated. I studied savory and sweet, and then right out of culinary school, I got a job with Rachel Ray, where I was
wow.
on
Did you?
one of her segment shows called, what was it called? It was so long ago. But yeah, and Kahlua hired me, so I just made a bunch of desserts.
Kahlua
for
as in the-
Kahlua the brand.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was on her show, but it was like my first big job. I was very nervous. I had to drive to the Malibu mountains with a bunch of cakes, and a bunch of hills,
Oh
a
yeah.
bunch of twisty turns. But it was a really cool experience, and I worked at a bakery in where is it, Santa Monica, called Sissy Cakes. They just opened one up here in Fort Worth.
Really?
So yeah, it's really good.
Do they do paleo cakes?
I don't know if they
Okay, I
do.
might be thinking of another
It's
one.
been like 12 years.
Okay.
My goodness. But yeah, so I just did cupcakes coming out of my ears, and then we worked, my husband and I started a YouTube channel called Lovely Lady Cakes, where we
You've
did
just done everything.
all kinds of
I'm learning
desserts.
so much.
Yes, we did how-to desserts. So if you ever needed to know like how to make lemon bars, how to make a birthday cake,
Wow.
you can just Google on YouTube and you'll see Lovely Lady Cakes pop up. And
That's really
we did
cool.
that for maybe 5-6 years, something like that. But we worked with a lot of brands as well, like Got Milk or Tillamook or Quaker Oats,
Oh, wow.
Yoplait.
Look at you.
Yeah, so it was
All
really
this chit
fun.
chatting we've done, and you've never told us
I
any of
know.
this.
I know. So it's kind of nice that I created this newest company called Boob Food, which is a lactation cookie. It's still in the realm of sweets and desserts, and I still get to eat cookies, which is my dream. But it's nice to not have to put on makeup and do your nails and. Oh my goodness, like being in front of a camera is a lot of stress. So this was nice because I also have a 4-year-old daughter now, And you know, being a mom, those things don't really apply in my life anymore. It's like I just
she has the cutest little girl, Elle.
Yes, Elle. She's, oh my goodness, 4 on the 20th, so it's happening. She's a 4-year-old. But yeah, so just being a mom is my main goal, and then trying to squeeze in my small business has been really exciting this past year or so.
But tell us
and
how,
challenging.
But tell us how how the path led to Boob Food.
So, just the digital world of making these videos. One day, after I had Elle, I was like, I'm tired of this. I need to try something else, and maybe something that's going to bring in a better income and for a future. And when I had her, we kind of stepped away for that year while I was breastfeeding, and I really enjoyed this moment and this bond that I was having with her. And then I was starting to feel like really overwhelmed that I was going to have to get back into, and I still do film for like every now and then, but it's not the every week, you know, that I was having all this pressure on myself. So I'm still doing that kind of digital food world every now and then, but it's nice to now say, you know, this one item, I'm like, I really feel passionate about helping moms learn how to breastfeed, just talk about breastfeeding, the awareness of what your body can do, which is really cool, and not to be afraid, and just empower them, like whip it out or no. Either way, whatever works best for you, but don't feel bad. Yeah, so as a chef, my supply was going low around the 6 to 7 month mark, and I looked up something called lactation cookies. I had no idea what this was 4 years ago. Were they even around 4 years ago?
Well, they've had teas and things like that.
Yeah, so I feel like they're coming. People are learning more and more these past few years. But so when I looked up this recipe and saw how daunting it was, and like, do I have brewer's yeast? Do I have moringa? Oh my gosh. Do I want to do the dishes? No, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to have it ready for me. So in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm going to come back to this when you're done with mommy brain, if you know what that means.
Yes.
Mommy brain is a real thing. When I can start speaking sentences again. Yeah, so a year after Elle was nursing, and probably around 1.5 years old, I started just looking up recipes and doing research and testing it on my friends. I remember.
Were you still breastfeeding at that point or no?
I breastfed 8 months in. 9 months, something like that. But I was living in California, and I would have all my friends. We'd have like a pool party, and I'd bring over all these lactation cookies and have them all written out, like which kind they were and what they liked the best. And so I taste tested them on my friends for sure. And then, you know, a year later, yeah, just like doing research and trying to figure it out, and finally came up with this chocolate chip oat recipe that it's really helping moms, and it tastes good, right?
It really tastes good.
The thing is you forget to eat as a new mom, or you don't have the time to put healthy calories in your body. Just making oatmeal gets boring. Anybody out there who's tired of eating oatmeal, give us some thumbs up, 'cause oh my goodness, it was like. And I didn't want to make it. I literally did not go in the kitchen, and I'm a chef, did not go in the kitchen for like a year. I didn't want to. I'm like, we can go out to dinner.
Yeah.
I should be having someone else make me food. Like, why do I need to do that too? But yeah, so that was just me.
So how many different versions of the cookie did you have before you decided on your final?
It was bars, and we went a whole route of making.
Carmen King gave you a thumbs up on your. You got lots of waves. Karen Robinson, Yancey, Damon Osteen.
That's my husband.
Keisha Lynn, Bianca.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in.
A quick shout out. I'm sorry I can't scroll up right now, but DeAndre, Shamika,
Karen Yancey is watching my child right now.
We thank you, Karen.
But yeah, so it's just been. They were turned into bars in the beginning. I had them in little bars with packaging, and I even made packaging for the front. They had a cute little nursing mama, and it was going to be called Elle Bar for Elle.
Oh.
And then I love cookies, so it just kind of the train of cookies went that way.
So they were going to be individually wrapped
they
bars
were
initially.
Eventually, originally.
Oh.
And more like a Lara bar, where it was like that,
Yes.
just main dates, like 3 ingredients, you know. But now I love cookies, so I wanted to add a few more, you know, milk supplying ingredients and like the brewer's yeast, the flaxseed, the oats, and all
Now
that
there are
fun
so
stuff.
many ingredients that claim to increase your milk supply. How did you decide what ingredients to put in your cookie?
Well, I researched what you know, all kinds of theories of people who said this is helping, or like sesame seeds are glutinous. I can never say that word. Right? Can you say that word? Glutinous. It's like a milk producing, milk producing ingredient. And so I just made sure that every ingredient that you read on the back of the packaging is something you know, for one, and two, it's going to help you. It's not just like a preservative. It's not like so every ingredient, like oats, almond butter. I don't use peanut butter, and I also really love catering to all the diets or the allergies out there. There's nut allergies. There's a lot of moms who can't have milk because their babies are lactose or whatever, you know, to milk, but not their breast milk. So it's hard. And and we're fenugreek free. So if that
was going to be my next question.
So fenugreek also has a bad name. It some people are allergic. Some people say later on in life it produces a peanut allergy. And some doctors will theory on that if you want to, you know, read about that. But
it's also nasty.
And it does. It makes you smell like syrup. You smell like pancakes all day long. My friends are like, "What is wrong with me?" I'm like, "You're taking fenugreek."
When August was first born, remember I tried to make Lauren some lactation cookies, and I included, it was the fenugreek that was so nasty, right?
Did you smell like syrup?
Terrible.
It was bitter.
It was horrible.
It's hard to hide that one.
It was a whole batch of wasted ingredients because I had to throw the whole batch away. It was terrible.
Well, and what's also great is a lot of moms donate their milk to milk banks, and milk banks won't let you have fenugreek. So our product is very happy. It helps everyone, like, and you're gonna eat good calories along the way.
And that's funny because they still sell fenugreek tea for lactation. So I guess you just decide for yourself what you want to use for.
And it is a healthier, you know, like moringa and all that. So
let's tell us about moringa. I know that's a newer ingredient in your cookie, right?
I just launched brownies. Some delicious chewy lactation brownies.
Which she was supposed to bring today.
Okay, I'm a mom, and I forgot, and it was her birthday party last week. But I'll bring it by your store, okay? But the brownies are just pretty much all the same ingredients, little less of other things, but I added moringa in this one, and the moringa is just a Chinese herb that's super healthy. Like, you can put it in your smoothies. You can, even if you're not breastfeeding, it's something to really intake in your diet. It'll be really healthy for you. It just gives you a ton of brain power.
I need that.
Yeah. And even these cookies, even though they're called lactation cookies, I mean, everyone should eat them. It's herbs that people eat all the time, not just nursing
and
moms.
they really do taste
They taste good.
They're addictive.
Yeah,
they really
for
are.
a good snack. Some people have told me they're a great appetite suppressant because it's full of oats, and then you've had your snack.
You don't need you don't need to eat anything else because you'll just eat that whole bag of cookies.
It's funny because you always bring us the samples, and when we're at the checkout, we're always just
we had to move them because we were eating the samples.
They're gone now. I know, but the brownies are really good. Some people love them, some people hate them. Only because they have flaxseed. They're just they're not your full of sugar. This is, you know, a healthy, delicious, chewy, like chocolatey, but not too chocolatey brownie.
What are they sweetened with?
I use coconut sugar and applesauce.
Which I was just researching yesterday about coconut sugar. So I feel really good about coconut sugar.
I love coconut sugar. I put it in everything, like on my grapefruit. Yeah, I love coconut sugar.
Okay, well that's really interesting. So you were, what else about the brownies? When did you launch?
Recently was the brownie. So you know, as a small business, it's really hard to just launch that next item, and I just had to push it out there. You know, we had some problems with like the packaging, so I learned my lessons along the way, and I feel like that's how a lot of small businesses run. You know, you kind of just go with the flow and you listen to your customers. So I, you know, just have been about 2 months in now has been the brownies, and I don't know, do you guys like them? Give me some thumbs up if you like the brownies. Have you tried the brownies? You should try the brownies.
Do they come as like the mix, or are they already
They're already pre-made. Okay. I make everything for you guys, so you, like all the moms out there, I don't want you to get in the kitchen. Let us do the baking. But yes, they're pre-made, and in one order you get 3 really like 3 by 3 inches cookies.
Are they in the same kind of packaging, or what kind?
No, they're in like individual saran wrap, whatever.
Okay.
Like cookie bags, poly bags or whatever, and then I heat seal them. And
Okay, now we have a comment from Shamika Jameson. She says, hey, I researched lactation supplements before having my second one because I did fenugreek with the first and it was terrible.
yeah.
I found Milky Mama that does cookies, brownies, and lemonade, and I love them. I will have to check you out as well.
Yay, thank you.
Oh,
Yes, I
another
like them
comment.
too. They're really good products. And I see them at expos all the time.
Oh, and then Haley said she gags over the smell. I'm assuming she was talking about the fenugreek. She had to throw the whole. She said she bought a bottle and had to throw the whole thing away.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's some strong
It
stuff.
is terrible.
It is strong.
And so bitter.
Yeah, even if you put it in a smoothie, it's not the greatest. But
Yeah, and it's funny because I still have fenugreek in my kitchen. I keep looking at it like, I'm not using you.
I do too. But my good girlfriend, I just went to her house in California last month. She is so cool. She's just, you know, a healthy mom too, and trying to live a clean lifestyle. And she had by her shelf, she had milk thistle and not fenugreek. I think it was moringa. And she's not nursing. She has a 13-year-old. I'm like, hey, do you know that's what I put in my cookies? She's like, what? Am I going to start breastfeeding? Or am I start leaking everywhere? I'm like, no, they're just really good herbs.
Yeah.
So back to the, you know, they're for everyone, really. That's for you, Gosha.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of men come in and like, am I going to start lactating?
Right.
But
Which
there's
is hilarious.
Too. Like I say, take them to the hospital with you, or you guys forget to eat right at the hospital, and
Or you don't want to eat the food.
Yeah, and you don't eat the food. So you could just any kind of lactation cookies really are good for husband and babies, and or not babies, but toddlers and mom. But mostly moms. That's what I'm here for.
And I know you're interested. You're concerned about clean eating. So are the ingredients organic?
Yes, we are organic, we are vegan, and we're gluten-free, so, yes.
So meeting every dietary need.
Yes, I try really hard, especially, organic applesauce is really important, because apples are the dirty
apples
dozen.
sure.
Yeah. And living in California, I really got spoiled because you have just organic and clean lifestyle.
We were just talking about the strawberries the other day.
Yeah, when we were in California, we could get the big, beautiful strawberries, and they were always sweet on every corner. And here, they're little bitty sour things.
Yeah, I know. I totally overbought. I went to Kroger the other day and overbought because everything just looked beautiful. And like where I live is a small town, you know, you're like, oh man. But clean living, it's hard. But there's certain things I want to do too, like apples or what other organic things do you guys try to buy?
Definitely strawberries.
Strawberries,
yeah. If it's not organic, at least we don't get that one at all.
Yeah.
I try to buy organic everything. Especially where produce is concerned.
Right. Veggies and things that are definitely in the ground and
although we were totally off topic now.
I know.
But we were looking at, I referenced the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 a lot to see what has to be organic and what doesn't necessarily need to be.
Like
and
bananas don't need to be.
Right, but we were surprised that onions, because I know at one point onions were on the list that you really needed to buy organic, and they're on the Clean 15 list, so we were surprised.
Interesting, yeah.
That's kind of a side note.
Anyway.
It's time for us to take a break, and we will be back very shortly with Anna Osteen, the owner of Boob Food Cookies, and we're going to find out why you can hear us during the break. So we'll do some checking. See you in a little bit. Just remember they can hear you, so don't talk about anybody else.
Oh, okay. I know what happened.
Do I need to get up?
Welcome back to Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima. We are here with Anna Osteen of Boob Food Cookies.
Hello. Hello.
And we're going to resume our conversation. We want to talk more about the cookies, obviously.
Yes.
So how specifically do these ingredients increase your milk supply? I
Sure.
mean, how does that work exactly? What's the science behind it?
Right,
or-
the science.
Yeah, the science behind it.
Okay, so lots of research went into it, of course, on my part. Just researching what is a milk-producing ingredient. And then, honestly, just testing it on friends, word of mouth. A lot of people from my social media that have documented their days, like they're taking the cookies. And what I recommend is eating 2 cookies a day, and you'll see up to about 5 extra ounces of breast milk either the next day, some moms have told me, or within the week. So
Wow.
I know, it's
That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
That's
Again-
significant.
Again, back to just like a clean lifestyle. Eating well, eating good food for you really does help, I feel like. I mean, if you're going to eat Cheetos and Coke, you're not going to see that milk supply.
Right.
And a lot of moms want to say, my milk never came in, or they're having a hard time. It's a lot of work. It's the most hardest job you're ever going to have. And you're going to bleed. You're going to cry. Your mother-in-law may grab your boob to help you.
I'm taking it. You're speaking from experience.
Yes, and if you want it to work, you're going to let her do it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Almost makes me cry a little. But yes, just remembering those days back when it was so hard. And so then you also need your support, right? So I went to a lot of lactation specialists, and I also feel like if you're going to talk to me on social media just about the cookies, I'm also going to help you with advice, because we've all been there. We need our tribe. We need the group to help. And so, like, one mom one day told me about a nipple shield that was like $1.50, and that was my solving grace. Like, that helped versus all that other stuff that some lactation specialists will tell you. But back to, like, how they actually work, I believe that eating healthy calories, I want to help moms just eat well.
Right.
And because of these milk-producing ingredients that have been researched, not necessarily scientifically proven, but definitely have been proven to help produce more milk. So, like, we feed our cows oats, and we feed our horses oats. It's like we get our milk from cows, and like that's what they feed, and it helps. And it's just sesame seeds and like almond butter and just like all these ingredients, and eating healthy. But a lot of moms on my social media will document their day and how much more milk and how excited they are, right? That's the win.
Yeah.
Is when they actually show you a picture of, just the proud moment of just 5 little ounces, or what is it? 1 ounce of.
And Bianca said, and drink lots of water.
Yes.
And drink lots of water. And a lot of other scientists and doctors and people who have written books and really smart people will tell you none of that matters,
Well, that's
right?
what I was going to say. Because,
I don't like that.
Being in this natural parenting world, we know that a lot of things that we know are helpful, are right, are good, or whatever else, that modern medicine or conventional, traditional medicine will say that, no, there's no proof
proven.
or whatever, but it's because, a medical doctor hasn't proven it.
Exactly. And
That
it's our
does not
bodies.
mean that it doesn't
That is not
work.
true.
Our bodies are so amazing, especially a woman's body, because I've been talking to this woman and her partner. Her partner's pregnant, and she is inducing lactation for herself, and she's not pregnant.
Oh,
so
okay, I understand.
Women's bodies are amazing. And helping that along is probably everything she's reading.
Well, that
Water.
was another question that I had.
Yeah.
Is what if a mom has stopped breastfeeding and wants to start again? Do your cookies help to bring that supply back?
I'm not quite sure. You could definitely try. I think bodies just do what they need to do. So it's like, if you need to start breastfeeding again, I'm sure you can try and eat the right things and do all the right things. And yes, hopefully, I think it might work. Even another story I saw at an expo, surrogate. Did I say it? Yeah, surrogate and the mom who's gonna get the baby.
Right.
She is also making milk, and it's her baby and the surrogate. It's crazy. It's like I keep hearing these stories, and it's blowing my mind of just I didn't know we could do that, but it's amazing. So just, yeah.
Now, somebody mentioned lemonade. So do you, what's next for Boob Food? I mean, what else is on your list? I know
lemonade
you're
sounds
super
amazing.
busy.
It does.
But do you have any other products that you're thinking of?
I have on the website still, and I'm going to do it, but it's blueberry oats, or blueberry lemon is my next flavor for the cookie.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, and like lemon zest in there, so it's just real fragrant. And the blueberries just, so good.
Would that be fresh blueberries? Or
I think I'll do dry blueberries. But yeah. And then as they cook, they'll probably get all nice and chewy. But that is on my next list. But as a small business, we all know it takes a little while to get things done.
Yes, it does.
And I don't know. I have big dreams. I need more money.
Don't we all?
I know. It's like it's been an adventure, that's for sure. But I definitely even see like what you guys are doing. I love your store, Crunchy Boutique. When the first day I stepped into you guys' store,
I remember that.
I missed the sense of like community, and you guys definitely want moms to come in and even just have playtime. You do nothing. You just play with your children on the floor, and that's something that's so important, like sensory for them and bonding for the moms to find their tribe. But I kind of see something like that in my future maybe too, where it's maybe instead of a just like a bakery, it's a lactation bakery, or I don't know, like someplace you can just sit around.
That would really be cool.
That
just
would be really
lactation
cool.
community.
Yeah.
Just
like
a little lactation
like a cafe
bar.
or something.
Yeah.
Come on in and lactate.
Yeah. Does anybody want to help me get that started? You can find me at foodcookies.com.
That would be really nice. You know, if you were to make a drink, a lactation drink, what would that include? That wouldn't be, because you can hide things in baked goods.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I think a smoothie would still be really a fun idea, like in the grocery store in the refrigerator section or something. But something to grab and go. I'm not quite sure. Lemonade, dude, that sounds awesome.
But I'm just trying
I don't know how you would hide that.
what's hidden in there.
Yeah.
But we have a few comments. Bianca says, I used to be a milk donor for babies in need, and now I receive donor milk.
Oh, cool.
And then Shamika, they're having a little conversation. Shamika said, that's beautiful, Bianca, which it is.
It is.
Congratulations. That's good.
And then Shamika says, I was just referring another mom to a donor bank because her baby is having big issues with formula.
Yeah.
And then Addie says, and Addie was on
Hey,
our
Addie.
show last week. Hi, Addie. She says, I tried lactation, but Grayson wouldn't nurse. Even though I was able to start producing milk again, I couldn't build up the amount I needed to produce on a pump alone. So, do a lot of your customers, do they pump and
I feel
latch,
like
or
it's a
do
good 50-50 for sure. A lot of pumping because moms go back to work, and that's another reason that 4 to 5 month mark when moms are going back to work, you probably forget to eat right. So that's another reason why I think
Or
the
a year
cookies are
later.
really good. Yeah, or a year later you forget to eat. But yeah, 50-50, a lot of pumping. Yeah, a lot
You know
of
what
breasts
I
per
think, at least in our store, the two things that go hand in hand are Boob Food cookies and the Haka pump.
Yes, I love that thing.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I was telling moms about that. It's brilliant. You can save all that extra milk.
Yeah.
And you can just suction the pump on and
Keep watching TV
and eating your cookie and eating your cookies.
Exactly.
So this might be a stupid question, but you said to eat 2 cookies a day. So I'm assuming that means if you eat more than 2 cookies, then you're producing more milk.
I think you'll be fine. I mean,
Is it like a serving size thing with the calories?
Yeah, it's probably the serving size calories for sure. I just feel like moms, if you want to keep that bag longer, okay, I got my 2 cookies. Or if you're someone who's like, I don't care, you can eat the whole bag if you want.
It's funny, we had a customer who was coming in quite frequently. She would eat like a whole bag in like a day and a half.
That's awesome.
She's like, they're just so good.
I know. It's your breakfast granola bar, right? Like,
Yeah.
Just grab it, go.
And that is kind of the texture.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not a cookie in the sense that you normally think of a cookie.
Yeah.
it is more of like a
Granola.
breakfast bite.
Yeah, I always tell people it's like
chewy
a
granola.
Yeah, just like a healthy, just energy bite kind of thing.
Yeah,
totally.
But
Energy.
really, really delicious. So
Thanks,
anybody that's
guys.
having any issues, I would say for sure.
I ate one this morning.
Yeah.
it's filling, or after dinner, because it's just like a little bit of sweet.
Now I know
Vegan
that you are still tweaking the recipe here and there.
Well, I may add the moringa into the cookies eventually, but
Because
I got a toddler.
We've known you over the year.
Yes.
So, and I know you've said a few times that you've been in that you've changed the recipe a little. Have you gotten to a point now where you feel like it's stabilized and you're good with the recipe?
So actually, this recipe has been pretty much just the same for a good year. The brownies took a while. Those were hard because I wanted them to be vegan and gluten free, and that's really hard. But this is pretty much set. It's set. We're good. We're good to go.
So do you work with any lactation consultants or counselors or anything like that? Or do you have any kind of partnership with anybody where they're doing the latch
clinic kind of thing,
while you're passing them cookies?
Right. Well, I just sponsored a run in Fort Worth, and it was for the Texas Milk Bank with the what's their names?
Is it the acronym TCOBICO, the Tarrant County Breastfeeding Coalition?
Yes.
Okay.
And I know, right? And Mother's Milk Bank.
Okay, yeah.
And so hooked up with them. I wanna get on board with that big latch coming up soon in August.
We're
a host
hosting
location.
it, so
I saw that too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over and just throw cookies at you guys.
Yes. Okay. So we're putting you on the list.
Okay, good.
That you will be there. Put us on your list.
Okay,
on your calendar.
You got it.
Because in fact, this will be our second time. Well, you know that because you came to Black Breastfeeding Week
Yes.
because we also did an event for Black Breastfeeding Week,
Yeah.
and you had a table then.
That was fun.
But we'll be doing the same thing again.
I'll be there.
This year.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of want to have like a bunch of people just like throwing cookies out at each event. But and then I'm working with a lot of doulas actually on Instagram that I just follow. They live in Chicago or they live in Detroit, and I just send them samples and flyers, just trying to help. And a lot of other random organizations that are off the top of my mind right now, but that I follow on Instagram, and we're just building,
Not only that,
community.
you have been everywhere. When I look at your
on the news
when I look at your Instagram page,
tried.
and I'm always saying, "Did you see Anna's here? She's there. She's been on this show and that show. You've been all over the place."
And weren't you listed as like a top baby
This
item
year.
or something?
Yeah. So tell us some of your.
Okay.
Go ahead and brag on yourself a little bit.
Okay, so the first of the year, we did a little morning show spots. Detroit, like East Coast stuff, Nashville, what else? Chicago, I believe. And it was just on the morning show, and they rated the Boob Food the best of baby 2018.
Okay, go ahead,
so that was really fun, yeah. And just, meeting people then contact me from all those cities, and it's like, hey, I got a friend now in Chicago. And it's really cool. And
good for you.
yeah, so and then just a bunch of expos. There was the Prego Expo that was here. If you are a mom and you just want to like talk baby stuff, what's the newest product? These expos are really fun to go to. I love the Prego Expo. That was really fun. They did like a little dance with their Prego bellies. And, yeah, it was a good event. Big City Moms I also attended. And then recently just got back from Los Angeles where I was invited by Rosie Pope. They have a sidewalk sale in Montana. Since I'm from Los Angeles, I know about these weird little things. But I really love the sidewalk sale in Montana. You just get a lot of traffic, and my friends would show up and say hello, which was kind of nice too. But
sidewalk sale in Montana.
On Montana Street. In Santa Monica.
Okay.
Just all the stores pop out of their store and have like a huge sale. And Rosie Pope invited me to do it, and I was like, of course I want to come. And but I didn't get to meet Rosie Pope. I love her. Do you guys know who she is?
I have no idea.
She's too cute.
I'm just looking at you like wide-eyed.
She's like pregnancy guru of maternity clothes, and they're just super chic and cute. And she's like London or New York based. And
we'll look her up.
It was on one of my shows that I love to watch.
I wasn't gonna say
I
anything.
wasn't either. We were like, oh yeah.
She had a show. She had a show on Bravo, so I watched Bravo, and she
okay.
did like her start of her empire, which she's pretty cool. She's like a little mentor for sure.
We'll check her out.
Yeah.
Now, Shamika says, do you have a recommendation on how many of your treats to eat a day or when? Before pumping, morning and evening, 3 times a day?
I like in the morning when you wake up, have your 8 ounces of coffee or whatever you're allowed to have. And then it's like a morning granola. So you're really going to enjoy it. It's going to fill you up. You can eat 1 or you can eat 2. I would say, if you missed the morning, you could put it in your diaper bag when you're at the park and you're playing, like you're having that low energy, or have 3, have another one then. But, yeah, I like the mornings the best, or park time, like, right before nap time where you're really getting tired as a mom. You're like, I need a little energy to get through nap time, to nap time.
Have you ever had anybody say, I've tried this and this did nothing for me?
Yes, there has been a few of those. And that's fine. Some people everyone is different. Everybody's diet's different. Everybody's mental thought is different. So
okay, we've got somebody calling in, which.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Good. Caller, are you there?
Yeah. Am I live? Oh gosh.
You are live.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to call and say congratulations on 1 year. This is Bianca, by the way. I just wanted to say congratulations on 1 year, and continue to support you guys.
Thank you.
No matter what, through everything. I think it's awesome that what you guys are doing, the store, the outreach, just everything. So just continue doing you and being awesome, and I look forward to making more purchases this coming year.
Thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate you.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you so much. We really
You're welcome.
That's
Bye,
awesome.
guys.
Okay, keep
Bye.
listening. Okay, bye-bye.
That's so cool. I love your store so much. That's so cool. You're doing such a good job.
Thank you.
It was my like when I walked into your store, I told everybody about it. It's so fun.
And you're so fun. We're so comfortable, with you or whatever.
You.
Every time you come in, it's like, oh, my girlfriend's here.
Oh, but back to like eating a certain amount, even like I like to always think. For me, since I love food, I'm sure a lot of people love food, but when I eat, my mental state just feels better. Like, my mind is happier. If I was feeling low that day, it just brings me a better light, right? So I think as a mom, a nursing mom, when you eat healthy, it goes right to your mind, and the mind sends great signals all over your body that's going to help you breastfeed. So that's my little tidbit that I like to say.
Now, do you keep track when people do report that they have had success? Do you keep track of what they said? This is the way it was before I started eating the cookies, and this is what happened since I've been eating them. Do you record those things?
I love those. I love those because yes, I'll put them in my newsletter, or I try to save them for just the progress of what the cookies are doing and helping. I had a mom do like a week kind of picture day by day in her first day, and then the second day, and how much more she was making, or even her story, because she was like, I was having a stressful week, and you can tell like life just gets in the way,
right?
But and making milk also is a lot of stimulation, and having the baby on you, and having a low stress-free life, which is really impossible. But yeah, I love those successful stories.
And that's one of the neat things about social media is that people will tell you immediately, and they'll show you in pictures. So it's nice. We see tons of pictures like that of a Haka pump or a bottle or whatever, and it says, this is what I pumped today. So I'm sure you get a lot of that where people will say, yesterday I was all dried up, and today I've got...
People like with their little cry faces and emojis, and they're like, it was just so horrible, and then I ate your cookies, and it's working, like, and that makes me happy. Like, I'm doing something to definitely help. Just even that one person, it makes me very happy. That's what I'm really... And just talk about boobs and breastfeeding,
Yeah.
They're just boobs.
It's so funny as we continue to talk about normalizing breastfeeding, and we post about that all the time, and we use that hashtag all the time. During it's National Breastfeeding Month. We reposted the picture that you posted. Was that you laying on the couch breastfeeding?
My
you know which one I'm talking about.
The got milk one?
I think it was like a black and white.
No, it wasn't black and white.
Oh.
That was
it might have been
Tarita.
me.
It was black and white.
Oh, okay.
I had a black and white pillow by my head.
But we reposted it, and we forgot to I think we said we got it from your page or whatever, but we didn't tag you, and you sent us a message saying please tag me.
Oh, long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Was that you?
I think it was.
It's a great photo.
Thanks.
But that's one of those things, that you just love posting to show. Like, again, to normalize it, because it was a beautiful picture.
And how exhausted I looked as well.
You always look beautiful.
Well, it's time to take another break. But before we do, we'd like to give a shout out to Sky's the Limit Communications. Sky's the Limit Communications is a public relations firm dedicated to serving the healthcare industry. From large medical centers to small community hospitals, they provide the strategic counsel and effective tactics needed to engage your stakeholders, inspire their support, and maintain their loyalty. They partner with you to advance greater access to high-quality, affordable healthcare for all people. Find them on the internet at sky'sthelimitpr.com. Thank you also to Simple Equation. Simple Equation is dedicated to fostering healthy communities through personal development to restore safe homes, schools, streets, and workplaces. You can find Simple Equation at simpleequation.com. And now we will take that break. We will be back with Anna Osteen of Boob Food Cookies in about 7 minutes, and you should hear silence on this break.
Let us know if you hear anything other than silence.
Yes, but please stick with us because we will be right back after this break.
Of course, radio listeners will hear a song.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima. We are here with Anna Osteen of Boob Food Cookies.
Hello,
She's still
everyone.
here. She didn't leave during the break.
I'm here.
Okay, so we were chatting, of course, before the break, but let's talk some about advocacy. Do you do anything? We talked about normalizing the photos to help normalize breastfeeding, which I think those photos alone go a long way.
Yes.
To
bringing awareness.
Yeah, and to
and just other moms to see, and feel that confidence. I do have to say, if it wasn't for my mom friends who had babies before me, I like to just notice how they parent and take a little bit of what each mom does and say, someday I want to implement that. So I had a mom friend who lived in Los Angeles in a high-rise in downtown Los Angeles, and she, had a baby and was just carefree about breastfeeding. And I think being from a smaller town and then moving to Los Angeles, it's like you kind of learn to be more open, of course. But
where are you from originally?
Here in Dallas, Texas.
Okay,
I was born in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved to Lubbock and Corpus, all over Texas.
Okay.
But living in California, just you open your eyes up to a little more different diversity and stuff, and so I really admired how carefree she was. She just breastfeed in public without a cover, and living in downtown, everyone can see you. And I think I walked into her house one day and she's on all fours because one of her she had like mastitis or whatever they're called, so she's just like on all fours breastfeeding up, how do you call that, like cow, what is that?
Like with
cow,
udders?
yes, like udders, and she's trying to get gravity to take care of the issue. Aww. But you're in a high rise and everyone can see you. There's no drapes, and I'm like, go you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
But just a little bit of her daring, carefree, helped me see that was okay and whatever I needed to do to feed my baby. And I feel like a lot of moms are learning that recently through the movement of normalized breastfeeding. And the conversation, right? We need to have a conversation with our boys, with our girls, that it's okay, and that is, we don't need to have the wrong kind of like talk about it or like making fun of it and reeling it in.
It needs to be normal to children as well. In fact, I just saw an email. I don't know if you saw this. We got an email today that a breastfeeding coloring book is coming out August 1st for breastfeeding month. And I thought that's such a great idea because kids do need to realize that it's normal and not something sexual.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah. Totally. I think so. Some of my when Elle was in preschool, I would print up some of those too, like a mom breastfeeding. I bet they were like, "What?" It's fine.
But it is important.
And to just show that it's not wrong, and if someone is being mean to you, I mean, golly, it's just the world we live in is like, I think I posted a picture today of this mom's face, and she's just cold.
By the watermelon or something.
Do we have to just have that face every time we breastfeed? Because don't come over here. Like I'm a mama. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing what I'm made to do.
Have you ever had either of you have had anybody say anything to you while you're breastfeeding? I know you've gotten ugly looks.
I've been pretty good.
Yeah, nobody's actually come out and said anything. I think the last time that I used a cover in public, people were kind of looking at me kind of weird, and it was in the airport, and that's when I decided I'll never cover up again.
Yeah, I know. It's like
and she means that.
Yeah. It's like, if you give me the look, that just gives me more fuel.
It was just so ridiculous for me. We were going to California. My cousin actually works for the airline, so we were on a buddy pass, so standby. And it was the first day of spring break. So we were at the airport. At that time, we'd been there already like 7 hours. We ended up total being there for about 12 hours. But about 7 hours in, and August needed to nurse. So he's, we're all tired from being in the airport. He's frustrated, like, I don't want this cover on me. I'm trying to cover up. It was just this ridiculous thing. So I was like, never again.
Yeah, sure.
But it's really sad how breasts have been so sexualized when the purpose was to feed your baby.
Exactly.
So
there's tribes that, feed everyone's children. It's not just to your own
And the other crazy
child.
thing, I saw was it a commercial or a trailer for a movie or something? I don't remember, but there were a couple men that were trying breast milk, was that at a trailer? I don't know what it was, but anyway, it was a comedy kind of thing, and so they spit it out. They were, grossed out by it and all that. And I was looking at that thinking, that is so warped.
Yeah.
Because we'll drink cow's milk and not bat an eye.
Yes. We'll warm it up with cookies.
Yeah.
Not bat an eye. And you're drinking milk that was meant for a cow.
Right. Yeah.
But we won't drink human milk.
Right.
Which is so funny because every now and then I think about it. I think, I kind of want to taste breast milk, but then I keep thinking I haven't worked my way through it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking that's really kind of nasty.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't gotten there yet either,
No.
so I need to normalize that part.
No.
Yeah.
But I would like to know what it
the
tastes
husbands
like.
are just so curious. We let them do it. We're like, go ahead.
Yeah, my husband has tried it. I put it in tea once, and even then I was like, this is so weird.
What did it taste like?
It's
fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
And we had somebody recently send us a message that her family was sick.
Oh, right.
And she said they all drank breast milk.
Right. It's the gold.
Yeah, because she was saying that it's great for if you have a stomach bug because the milk proteins attach to something in your gut that helps with that.
It makes perfect
So everybody
sense.
in the household had a shot of breast milk.
I love it. I love it. I would do it if I was so sick. I mean, it could be the cure to cancer. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, but I really do. You could express some into a teaspoon or something, and I could. I am kind of curious, but like I said, in my mind, I'm thinking that's really nasty. Why would I drink?
And if you're a first-time listener learning about breast milk, we know how the properties of breast milk can actually heal, like with eye, like a sty. What is those things that the kids would get?
And pink eye too.
Pink eye. You can put your breast milk in there. Ear infections.
If your baby August as a newborn had an eyelash in his eye, I put some breast milk in it and washed it right out.
I know. I love it. So there you go, guys. If you are curious,
and let's talk about some of the other benefits.
Yeah. What are some other ones? I gotta get the Google out. It's been a while, but I used most of them.
Yeah, well, obviously, first and foremost, to help the nutrition and all that with your baby, but also it's great for their skin. A lot of people will do like milk baths and things like that.
Rather than throwing breast milk out.
Like if your child is suffering with eczema, that can be a really great way to kind of heal those scars and all of that. Diaper rash, it's great for that. Cradle cap.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think I tried that one.
Yeah, I mean, breast milk and coconut oil are kind of like, those are the only two things you need in life.
What's wrong with putting some breast milk on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Squirt a little bit over here.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
Love it.
Yeah, that's
why it's so important.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I also wanted to ask you about breastfeeding. If breastfeeding numbers are increasing, as we talk about normalizing breastfeeding, we've talked about, in past shows, we've talked about the shift from breast milk to formula and how, it was fashionable to give, if that's the right word, it was trendy to give your children formula as opposed to breast milk and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then
it's kind of like a status symbol.
Yeah, and then the formula companies started throwing all kinds of money behind it and just ramming it down everybody's throats. So that became the end thing. And then there was kind of a shift back toward. Now there's a shift back toward breastfeeding.
Natural way.
Exactly. Are you familiar? Do you know of the numbers?
I don't know numbers. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. But just like word of mouth, I think actually bottle feeding your breast milk, right, is definitely in, because a lot of moms, and that's okay if you are shy and you don't want to breastfeed in public, they are pumping and they're feeding it to their kids in a bottle,
and that
which
is
great.
That's another good point. We've actually had we've had several. We called them Breastfeeding Live. So we would have breastfeeding moms come to Crunchy Boutique, and we would have kind of an open forum discussing breastfeeding on Facebook Live. That's why we call it Breastfeeding Live. Thank you. But one of the moms said that she's breastfeeding her child, but she does not want him to latch at all. That I think her word was she thought it was creepy or weird or whatever. She just couldn't get past the whole thing. Yeah, it is, and as long as he's getting the breast milk, it's
exactly
fine. But so there are some obstacles still, you know, that people have to overcome to really breastfeed. I say this all the time. I feel like I missed out because I didn't breastfeed either of my children. It didn't even occur to me. I mean, they never latched, not once, neither of them. I mean, it was never even a consideration. In the hospital, they brought formula, and it's like, okay, this is what we do. So I feel like I missed out because I watched Lauren as she breastfeeds August so diligently. I mean, we're in month 19. He's 19 months now, and
19.
he's still going strong. In fact,
Congratulations.
yeah,
Thank you.
we all, as a family, went to the movies yesterday. And in the movie theater, you know, like she said, she's not covering up anything.
Yes.
So, you know, if you don't want to see a boob, you need to turn away because she is going to whip it out.
Right. I love it.
But yeah, you know, that's what kept him
Happy.
Calm.
calm
Yeah.
and everything
Uh-huh.
during the movie. He knew. And
Yeah.
what's funny though at this stage though is that he'll come and basically, you know, rip her shirt off.
He'll say milk, milk.
It's cute.
Milk. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pulls her shirt down and all that, so it's really funny. So
Yeah.
you were telling us a story about tandem breastfeeding.
Yes. Let's see. I had a friend who had twins, and she was tandem breastfeeding, and just the struggles of that, and you know, I gave her my cookies and tried to help out. And I never had to do tandem, so I know nothing about it, and I have a feeling it's really, really hard. But who else? Okay, so my girlfriend, I went to Los Angeles this last time. I'm doing a story on her. Hopefully our first, like, kind of just a story to tell a breastfeeding story. Anyways, but yeah, she has, I'm going to get this wrong, but she has, I want to say, an 11-month-old and maybe oh my gosh, don't kill me, Heather. Oh my goodness, maybe a 1.5-year-old. And so it was so cute because she was breastfeeding the younger one, and the older one, which wasn't that much older, but came up while we were filming and was nursing as well. So it was really beautiful, and just the fact, like, she didn't give up. When, you know, some doctors will tell you don't breastfeed while you're pregnant, or don't share the milk with the new baby that's coming. It's like, you just got to do what's best for your body.
No, who was telling us about breastfeeding, tandem breastfeeding, and each breast producing? Okay, can you tell that? Retell that story.
Yeah. But I was saying that somebody that I saw on Facebook has a newborn and a baby that's almost toddler age. And she nurses the newborn on one side, the toddler on the other, and she pumped that way too, just to show the difference between the milk. And it was a different color. I mean,
interesting.
It was very.
That's cool.
I mean, clearly different.
Made for that baby.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's
goes
what our
to show you. I mean,
do.
your body knows what it's doing. I mean, when your child latches on, it's the saliva in your baby is sending signals. To your body, like, this is what I need, and the other baby is saying, this is what I need.
Guys, isn't that great?
Yeah.
It really
cool?
is. It really is.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's
I love
amazing. It really is amazing how our bodies work.
I was just hearing so many stories starting this business. It's only been a year. Can you imagine, like, how many more we're going to hear in the next few years?
Especially when you expand your product line, get the lemonade.
Yes.
Get your little cafe going.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is such a good idea.
That is really a good idea.
I had a mom in my hometown right now. She was so awesome. She was a huge fan of Boob Food. She ordered cookies like every week. And she not only fed her baby, but also donated 2 Yeti full Yetis of breast milk to the milk bank.
Oh, wow.
Women are amazing. Like, not only are you feeding your own baby, but you're helping other babies.
Yeah, that's really something. Even the whole donor milk thing, I think that's just awesome. That women can donate their milk.
And that's why also, if you think about it, if you're gonna buy the breast milk, it's expensive. Do you know how much it is?
How much is it?
It's pretty expensive. I gotta Google that. But it's expensive. so that's why
when you want to use donated milk, you have
buy it from them.
Bianca says so many letdowns during this topic today. LOL.
Oh, good one.
It's the power of suggestion.
Yes.
That's interesting. I guess I just assumed it would just be free from the donor bank.
Some, I don't know how that works actually, but I thought you had to buy it. The milk is donated. Yeah. But please don't quote me on that. I never had to actually buy any or get any.
We're actually planning to have the lady from the milk bank in Tarrant County. Is it in Tarrant County?
Yeah, from Tarrant County.
On the show.
Oh,
sometime
good.
in August,
She'll have
hopefully.
to tell you that question. Well, I'm just expert in cookies and desserts. Okay.
Well, we appreciate your cookie and dessert expertise.
Thanks.
Ma'am.
My daughter's birthday is on Wednesday, and since I am a cake maker, you would expect that I made her cake. No, I did not.
So you don't bake aside from your...
I do. I love to. I just lately, mommy brain can only take so much. So I'm just trying to compartmentalize where I can use my time wisely. So I was like, I'm going to not make the cake this year, just so I can,
enjoy
have some moment of peace. But yeah, I've made her first birthday and her second birthday cake, and her third birthday cake, but not this year.
Okay, we're changing subjects.
Yeah, sorry.
But no, I want to stay there for just a second.
Okay.
So you do decorative cakes, like with fondant and all that?
Back in the day. Do not order one from me anymore, please. But yes, I used to do it, and I loved it. It was really fun. I mean,
I asked that because we used to do that too.
You did? Right? You never want to do it again.
Never.
No.
Never, ever, as long as I live, ever.
Well, did you do it from your own home, or did you have a bakery?
No, we had a.
That's nice. You had a bakery. I did it from my home, and it was hard. I mean, it was fun, too. I mean,
it's a lot of work.
It is. You need a lot of small little things that there's not, in an apartment you really can't keep very well, but
not only that, the creative element of it, and when you need to do something for someone else and they bring their vision to you and you have to,
do what they want.
Yeah. And trying to capture that vision. And I'm going to tell a funny story, which is totally unrelated. Totally unrelated, but I still think it's funny. So we were doing cakes, and this was something, actually had an event venue, and because we had an event venue, we did catering and cakes and stuff like that, so it wasn't a bakery per se, but we had a kitchen and all that. But we had a customer she was going to have a 40th birthday party, and it was going to be a Paris theme.
Okay.
So we had made all these cakes before this. We had made all these decorative cookies and macarons and just all kinds of stuff. And so this lady came, and she said she was having this Paris themed party, and we said, we'll make the Eiffel Tower cake.
Like a carved Eiffel Tower.
We will just carve the Eiffel Tower out of a cake, and it's going to be this big, and it's going to be da-da-da. She's like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. We love it. That's exactly what I want. This is so stupid. Yeah. We had never done anything like this before, ever. But we always have in our minds that we can do anything.
That's how I am too.
I'm telling you, I really believe I can do anything.
Totally.
When people say, the song, I Believe I Can Fly, I truly believe I can fly. If I wanted to.
If you wanted to.
If I wanted to, I could fly.
You can make it.
So we swore we could make this Eiffel Tower cake. And we kept toying with the idea and the designs and things like that beforehand.
We even started carving the cake.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
We got into the carving and actually started dying laughing.
Yeah.
We are almost on the floor, rolling laughing, because there's no way that this cake is going to turn into the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, my gosh.
So anyway.
It's just crumbling, right?
It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. Long story short, we ended up going to Hobby Lobby and buying an Eiffel Tower.
That's perfect.
And we put it on top of the cake.
Oh. Yeah. I'm like, maybe she covers it in fondant. No, it's just going to go right.
No, we just sat it right on top of the cake. And,
hey, that's fine.
It was hilarious. We laughed the whole way. We laughed when we delivered it.
Ace of Cakes where he's like molding with Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, that's what we thought we could do. It's like, that looks so easy.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that easy.
Yeah.
My poor husband, there's a lot of cursing going on when I did the cakes. Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm sure you guys are too.
Yeah. No more cakes. No more cakes.
So we definitely understand with that one.
Thank you. Someone to relate with me. It's fun, but no, yeah. And the great stories, like I got to make, for Rachel Ray, I did her thing, and then I did on Bravo. I love Bravo. They have the Real Housewives of Orange County. She was one of the girls was doing a music video, so I was hired to make a bunch of cakes. They looked amazing. They were beautiful, kind of like your Eiffel Tower cake, where they're just kind of sculptured all pretty. And yeah, she does a music video where she jumps on the table and smashes my cakes, steps all over the cakes on purpose. It's on purpose, but there they went. But it looked amazing. It's so cute.
Wow.
I'll have to show you that video.
Yeah.
It's,
we are so off
it's
topic
the
right
De
now.
La Rosa, what's her name? Jo De La Rosa, You Can't Control Me song.
Okay.
So you see all the
done
cakes.
some of everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this you found your niche? You like this?
I love helping
rewarding.
people, and I loved helping people on my YouTube channel as well. Lovely Lady Cakes. A lot of families coming together, getting back in the kitchen and making, family desserts or birthday cakes or, questions that French word. What does that mean? And so I really enjoyed helping them, and they would send me photos of the cakes they made that they followed my tutorial and stuff. But I felt like I needed to help in another area, and I think moms are my people. Like it's a good topic.
It seems
what
like
I am.
Just watching your Instagram, it seems like you're touching and affecting a lot of lives, and being able to breastfeed your child, that's an important thing. And and I've seen firsthand with Lauren and my niece even when they've had trouble breastfeeding, that was just devastating. I mean, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do. So
I went to 2 lactation consultants in Los Angeles, and I spent way too much money, and they just show you how to hold the baby right. And it may work for some people, but it did not work for me. Nothing happened. Nothing out of it. Nothing like magic light,
Yeah.
So,
we talk about it all the time, that you have to have made up your mind before you have the baby that you're going to breastfeed. I'm going to do this, no matter what, and then just stick with it through all the obstacles and work your way through it.
It's mental for sure, and you can do it. Like you said, I can do anything.
Oh, and you didn't tell us you were on the chew?
Oh, sorry. Yes,
your peeps out here telling on you.
Oh, thank you. That's right. I was on the chew. Thank you, guys. Sometimes I need a little help.
That was Karen.
Thanks. That's who's got
Our
my baby
babysitter.
today. Thanks.
We appreciate you,
We
Karen.
call her Mama Kay. She's my aunt.
Oh, okay.
I was on the chew. Actually, I flew there when I was 6 months pregnant.
And the chew is relatively new, so that means that's been kind of recent.
The chew was, 4 years ago, because Els was 6 months in me. But, it was a chew tank where they had 3 contestants, and we had to make a dish, and the chefs, and actually Christy Teigen was there as one of the chefs that time.
Did you repost her picture today too?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes.
So did we.
I know, I love her. But so they had to pick and choose out of the 3, which I hate competition in your field. Like I was like, I do not want to do this. But there was like a whole food stylist, and I didn't have to do anything. I just showed up. So that was nice. Sidebar. But I won.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't have to do anything?
I just showed up. I was the talent. It was brilliant. I mean, it's my recipe, and I've made the recipe. But
you didn't have to cook it.
Yeah, I didn't have to do. It was great. So after I won the competition out of the 3, then I had to go make it with Mario Batali.
Oh, so you won.
Yes, I won the segment, and then I got my own segment with Mario Batali, and showed him how to make my chocolate mousse cake pie, which is like 3 different types of things in it. It's got your cookie crust with whatever kind of cookies you have lying around. Then I put a chocolate mousse. No, sorry. I haven't made it.
That sounds so good.
Yes.
You could do
a pie.
Or mousse.
Yes. A mousse.
A
lactation mousse.
Oh, you guys. That might be good.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a flourless chocolate cake and then the mousse in there. So, yeah, it was decadent. It was delicious.
Ooh,
but, yeah, I showed Mara Batali how to, like, fold, and it was cute. It was good.
Okay, we're going to have to look that up. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Yes.
So you've literally been everywhere.
I try.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot to mention this. So, in the last month, it's been kind of crazy, but Dr. Oz also did, like, send in your most healthiest product, and so I'm not technically like endorsed by him, but I was seen on Dr. Chu, and I don't know.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Chu. Yes, Dr. Oz. So that was kind of cool to have boob food. It was like my first boob food.
Oh, so he actually mentioned boob food.
So yeah, I was part of the competition, and they have.
How do you forget all this stuff?
I know. I've got a child. It's hard. But yeah, so that would be, I think they're going to they aired like a little teaser, and I think they're going to run it later, but I'll have to let you guys know.
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
Dr. Oz endorsed it in this kind of
How
way.
cool is that?
Yeah, as most healthiest product out there. But I didn't win or anything. It's just,
But still.
I went for the category.
That's still good, though.
But yeah.
So you're getting a lot of exposure, which is really important.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know there have to be tons of other lactation products and foods out there. And I'm not asking you to name any. I'm just kind of wanting to know the numbers. Do you know how many others?
I feel like there's around a handful or 8 like brands, big brands out there that that are much bigger than me, but you know, or the ones
but they don't taste as good as yours.
I hope not. Well, yeah, because mine, I don't use peanut butter, so I use almond butter, so it stays really chewy. And mine only lasts 2 months because there's no preservatives, but they taste so good. It's like if you went to that gourmet shop, that cafe, that like decadent brownie, we know, that you buy right then and there, and you eat it right then and there. So that's what sets me apart, I think. And the no fenugreek.
And the no fenugreek, which I think the tea that we have
probably has fenugreek.
Has fenugreek in it.
I believe
and
so.
Some root. I forget what else goes in there. But yeah.
Well, you've definitely found the combination, the winning combination for your cookies.
I also really love like meeting you guys, the stores, right? And meeting the community through the stores. There's another shop in Chicago. I think it's called Milk Supply, and I mean she's ordering every 2 weeks, so it's like people are needing this product.
So how many stores? How many stores are you in?
I think only 7 right now. Like again, I'm wearing myself thin a little bit, but yeah, just trying to find the right area, the right people.
But for the most part, you sell directly to the customer.
Yes, I am an online boutique for sure.
But still buy from us.
Yes, go to Crunchy Boutique. The Arlington peeps.
Yes, if you're in Arlington.
Yeah, when I was at the Prego Expo, I was telling everybody, I'm like, go to Crunchy Boutique.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay,
but
well,
yes.
We need to take another break.
Sure. We'll be right back with Anna Osteen of Boob Food Cookies right after this break. And another reminder, it will be silent during the break, so if you're just tuning in, you shouldn't hear anything. We'll be right back.
Oh, is it me? Welcome back to Natural Parenting Talk with Lauren and Kima. We are here with Anna Osteen of Boob Food Cookies.
Hello. Yay.
Hello. Wow, we're getting close to the end here, but I do have a couple other questions that I wanted to ask you. Number one, we've mentioned you on social media so many times, so I want to talk about that some because you are very active on Instagram. I don't know if I follow you on Facebook, but I always see your Instagram posts.
I love Instagram because you can connect with people.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Just like everybody all over the world even. And just talking with doulas, a lot of IBCLCs, a lot of, it's really cool. I mean, you guys do it as well. It's just hard. It's hard to say something that's informative all the time. And like, I like to actually go to the gym. This is how I do it. I go to the gym and I work out on the treadmill, and like somehow it like clears my thoughts. So I can write like this eloquent little whatever. But it's good.
For you it's the gym. For me it's 4:00 in the morning.
Oh really? That's when you do it.
4:00 in the morning. That's my social media time.
Yeah.
But you're so right though that it exposes you to the world.
Yeah,
definitely. Because we literally do have customers from all over the world, and it's because of social media, not because because they walked into the store, but they've seen posts on social media. So are you shipping cookies all over the world?
Just the United States right now.
Can you not ship them outside of the United States?
I haven't really come to that issue yet. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people in Canada are like, please, but I haven't come to that yet. I feel like, is it a little more expensive? It's
to send? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
A little more expensive. Actually, I'll say I shipped to Georgia the other day, and then I shipped to Hawaii, and Hawaii was $1 cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, it was so crazy.
Just international shipping can be
I know.
Very
I'm sorry,
expensive.
guys. Hold on. I'm coming, Canada. I'm coming. But yeah,
Canada is a little less expensive than Australia or Europe or something. But it's still.
But chatting with a lot of moms, like I had this one mom in Russia who had some breastfeeding issues, and I got to chat with her about my struggles as well and my journey of how I, figured it out. And mother-in-law grabbing my boob, just being raw and vulnerable and just opening up and having a great communication with. It's just like a friend,
Right.
And the further I grow, though, I would like to, get some people that like kind of gear towards, focusing on that for me, and so a little more communication can get done because I feel like I'm getting bigger and things are dropping the ball a little bit, but other than that, like social media is huge for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have a special? I mean, do you have special goals a day that I'm going to post a certain number of times or certain times of the day?
As of right now, it's like go with the flow when I have that certain amount of time. But yeah, like certain days, like our breastfeeding week coming up, or the latch on, or Mother's Day, trying to hone in on these certain days, but just being active as much as possible. For me, that's what's working.
Are you
the algorithms? I don't know. There's so many weird algorithms.
Yeah, and they change constantly.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't even need to learn it because it's gonna change.
Now, aside from coming to Crunchy Boutique, are you doing anything special for during breastfeeding month?
I haven't thought that far. I'm gonna email the North Milk Bank of Texas and try to get involved with their latch on somehow. I talked to them on Instagram and they were like, email me, but I haven't had time, and I'm going to do that. But literally I want to throw cookies at people on that day. Like, just have them rain lactation cookies.
Well, you'll be sure to send some samples to us to put in our bags, because we'll have giveaway bags for all the moms that come to the big latch on at Crunchy Boutique that day, which we did last year too.
Yeah. I'll put that on my list.
We had a couple, I think.
I'll put that on my list. I'm going into the kitchen tomorrow to make fresh cookies and brownies with my sister.
And be sure to bring this sample.
And I'll bring you some samples
of the brownies.
I know.
So let's talk about your hubby. You've mentioned him a couple times too. So is he very supportive of what you're doing? And
he's a good guy. He's really supportive. We're both very, active in supporting each other. He's a director slash editor and writer, and so we're always creative. We're trying to always be creative, and you know, once you have a kid, our creativity has been a little less and less. So, but he's very helpful. He's not allowed in the kitchen because he has arm hair, and you know, men, they're hairy. They're hairy. They're not. He's not allowed in the kitchen. So he can like put stickers on the bag
because he has arm hair.
Yeah, because you have to stick your hand in the bag. It's a long bag, and they don't make gloves, you know, that high.
That's hilarious.
He's helpful in other areas like the website and
I'm just picturing this woolly mammoth.
Men are hairy.